Hey guys, this is our 10th episode.
What?
You gonna make us a cake, Josh?
Do you want me to make you a cake? Because have you seen my cake creations?
Josh, I have, and I know you're also a beefcake, so yes.
Hey now, you know how to swoon me.
Hey, speaking of beefy things, Spencer, how's your tongue?
That is the worst transition I've ever heard.
It feels right, okay? Not your tongue, but the segue. Are you
would say
good?
my tongue feels right. You.
I like that we start our 10th episode just kind of hitting on each other. Josh, say something nice about me now. Josh.
We like each other.
I like that facial hair.
Okay. Well, thank you, actually. I appreciate it.
Actually, Kenny, we didn't tell you this. I feel bad. Josh and I were texting behind your back. I apologize.
Okay, but hopefully about me in a positive way.
Actually, yes. I sent him a clip of Terry Bradshaw. You know who he is, a sports guy. And his daughter, Smoke Show, you would have loved it, was dating somebody that looked just like you.
What?
Yeah, I'll have to send you the clip.
In fact, I thought it was you.
Hey, guys, that was actually a story I was saving for this week. I started dating Terry Bradshaw's daughter. I confused him for Howie Long. It got weird, you know.
Now you're holding out for Abby Hornacek.
You know this.
We know.
I didn't even know who that person was 5 weeks ago. But now it's like, I must find her.
I better be a groomsman. I sacrificed my body for that relationship.
You're sacrificing your body a lot.
That is true.
Too much.
Anyway, speaking of tongues and how Kenny wants to use his, it's amazing what tongues can do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go on.
I cut my tongue basically off a week ago, and now...
Yeah, we made fun of you the entire show.
I know, it's like 99% healed, and you can only really tell when the tongue flap gets stuck on my incisor.
I don't
how's
know
that
what that
healed?
means.
Well, let me show you.
It sounds like...
Is it still purple?
If you look...
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I got Beggar's Canyon on my face, on my tongue. Lucas down there shooting womp rats.
Hey, my tongue is kind of a Beggar's Canyon as well. So, yeah. Thank you, Spencer.
No comment from me.
Kent's opening line on mutual. Kent's opening line on mutual is, hey, my tongue's a Beggar Canyon. Can I shoot your womp rats?
Are we done hitting on each other?
You got to say one more nice thing about me, Josh. I need it. I need the validation tonight.
Your mom is really nice.
Oh, wow.
Like, no, seriously, I'm like, why did you have to shoo her away? You know, like...
You're talking about when you came and recorded Baconsale?
Yes, when I came to record Baconsale, I met your mom, and she is a lovely lady. And honestly, I was sitting here, I'm thinking, you know, like, my mom and your mom need to be friends.
Why are they not friends yet?
I know, because I'm like, they're almost the same person, just like we were almost the same kid. Like, we had the same childhood.
Yeah, no, it's a true story. No, it's funny though, because, and I don't know if I've told you guys this, but when I was living there a little bit after the divorce and everything, we were recording Baconsale there, because we've recorded Baconsale at a few different locations, and so we were doing it there in my mom's basement, you know, 3 white guys doing a podcast, which is so cliche. Wait, what's that? Anyways, but then when I moved, I was like, hey guys, hey Zach, hey Joel, I've moved. Should we, and I think even Jake was on the show at the time, I'm like, should we record at my new place? I have this space. And they're like, I don't know, we kind of like your mom's place. Your mom's pretty cool. And I'm like,
she is.
And I'm like, I don't live there. So we literally all go meet there to record the show. And she loves it because, you know, she can meet whatever guest we have in.
Well, and seriously, though, it was almost like she had her own, like, pre-show segment. Like, she comes in and she does her bit. And then she leaves and she lets you, you know, record Baconsale. And I'm like, she's just awesome. I love her.
Yeah, no, she's pretty great.
It kind of adds to the 3 dudes in high school vibe that I get from Baconsale.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
I know the only thing is she didn't bring down like Sunny D or a snack. That's the only.
No, if you asked her to, she had Gushers with your name on them.
What?
Yeah.
Gushers?
Gushers.
I should have asked because, dude, I lived off of Gushers when I was a kid.
You guys got Gushers?
Yeah. Did you not?
No.
Were you one of the older kids in your family?
No, I was the middle child.
Oh, forgotten. We understand.
Yeah, no, right here.
No, we just never had stuff like Gushers in the house. In fact, we only got turtle pies if it was at the grocery outlet 3 days from expiration. We weren't sure if the green was from the dye or from the mold.
Hey, look, if they were the secret of the used turtle pies, that was real, I think. That was not mold. It's hard to say though. Grocery outlet, basement, who knows?
So, Kenny, are you the middle child?
So I'm second youngest. I feel like a middle child,
Okay.
except for being the second youngest of 5.
Uh-huh.
I got a lot more of the fringe benefits of being my parents being a little more rich. I mean, we were
Okay.
never rich. We've always been middle class, but they had more money, and so we got sugar cereal and good snacks
Oh.
compared to my older siblings who got like nothing, oatmeal and liver and all that kind of stuff. So yes, we had Gushers.
I got rocked.
I got Gushers.
Yeah.
Yep.
'Cause
We
you were the
also
youngest, Josh.
yeah, well, no, I'm not the youngest. I'm a
not?
middle
Yeah.
child. Honestly, I think we just found another like meaning and purpose of the name of the other show, because very much did I feel like the other kid
Yeah,
in the
no,
family.
truly.
You know,
Yeah.
like I was just there.
Yeah.
But no,
know-
I'm right there with you though, Kenny, because like I was young enough to kind of go from like the Shasta, lemon lime
Yep.
to like Sprite.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to give a shout out because my family dynamics changed. Once I was old enough to practically be out of the house, my family decided to switch middle children, and they added like another army second half of the family, and Taylor became the middle child. So occasionally
Okay.
we have this middle child connection, Taylor and I, and we'll compare.
Tell me
notes.
this. Is Taylor the favorite child at this point?
No, there's a reason we leave
No?
him with Logan.
But you know what I mean? It's like, a lot of, a lot of the kids leave the house, get married or whatever, and then one becomes like, for example, I was never the favorite child. I was never that kid.
Mhm.
But ever since I got divorced, my mom sees me as this sympathy case, and I'm golden boy at this point. Except for Josh, you were there. She totally made fun of me the entire time.
Oh no, it was totally how like you were a pansy because you were afraid of like
The Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Super
Oh
nice.
no, legit reason to be afraid of the haunted mansion. Like,
Yeah,
I hear
right?
you.
no, and the thing is like I totally related too, because we basically had the same childhood,
Yeah,
down from
absolutely.
Disneyland, being afraid of like all of the characters at, whether it was at Disneyland or at the Arctic Circle when they would roll those out for special events.
The freaking
to-
polar bear and penguin.
Oh my gosh, like don't get me started. Like this is not a therapy session.
I
But-
feel like it is the multiverse on this show, that we are different versions of each other. This is like the other show, No Way Home. and
I
let's be real.
oddly get that reference.
It's
Yeah,
Andrew.
considering.
It's Andrew.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
Fine, I'll be
I
Toby.
guess I'm. No, I guess. Well, we all did kind of take the spot of the color commentator on a podcast, and so
Oh,
that
that's
is also
true.
another link, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hmm.
so I mean, we love our tangents. Like, we could go for an hour. But Josh, I know you just got back literally a few hours ago from Vegas.
Yes.
Could you tell us about that, please?
Dude, well, first off, this is my first trip to Vegas in, well, exactly a year.
Okay.
I was there a year ago for the same weekend. The main purpose was the Rock and Roll Las Vegas 10K. They
Cool.
do a marathon, half marathon, 10K, 5K, all that, the whole gamut. This race goes down the strip. It's just a fun race. And so I did this last year. Had no idea when I signed up last year, because I signed up the day after the race, and
Mhm.
no idea that I would be where I am today.
Yeah.
Especially with a wife and all of that.
Well, you were supposed to have moved there, Josh.
I was going to kind of beat around the bush on that one, but you went straight for it.
Right for the jugular.
That's what I
The
do.
thing is yes, like I was strongly looking at moving down there, because I love Las Vegas. I
Mhm.
fell in love with a lot of the people and just the vibe that is down in Vegas, and is just it's something that I love, because
Okay.
Vegas is kind. The community is kind, right? maybe it's the
Josh,
tourism.
I've seen CSI Las Vegas. I don't believe you.
Well,
No, they give you free cards when you walk around. They give you free cards with numbers on them.
Yes.
They invite you to go to clubs, free rides. Women
Kenny,
with
those
feathers
free
on want to get
rides,
pictures.
I'm talking about the people off the strip here, but whatever.
We're gonna just interrupt you the entire
I
time.
know you will.
Yeah.
But no, I love the people of Las Vegas. I love the
Mhm.
community that's around it, and I think a lot of that kindness that I fell in love with is because they all pretty much work in the entertainment industry and the tourism and
and
everything.
you kind of gravitate towards that.
Yeah, I was looking at moving there. After last year when I met MaryAnn and things got serious, those plans pretty much took a hard right turn down a way different path, and no regrets whatsoever.
Right.
I couldn't be happier or in a better place.
Now, Josh, did you ever consider
Mhm.
moving down there with MaryAnn? You two could have been Mickey and Minnie on the strip.
You mean like the ghetto Mickey and Minnie? Like the minions that are there? Oh my
$5
gosh.
a picture. $5 a picture.
Why does Mickey sound like Elmo?
Listen, it doesn't matter on the strip.
No,
it
it
really
doesn't.
doesn't matter.
It's
It
on
doesn't.
brand for the strip.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, yeah, like I honestly there was kind of that thought. And MaryAnn even said, I would consider it. I'm like, no, like you would not want to move to Vegas because she has like a melting point where when things get like hotter than I would say like 85 degrees.
Wow.
She's like, nope, I'm done. Like, that's the reason why we got married June 2nd instead of in the middle of July or in August, because she did not want our wedding day to be like 100 degrees, miserable and hot and stinky. Because she does change, like, to, kind of like the Betty White and the Snickers commercials,
Really? If it's too hot?
If it's too hot.
Really?
And like her family will back me up on this. She changes. And I'm like, you would not survive in Vegas in the middle of July.
So you were brand new married in the heat of summer. Did you
Mhm.
guys just stay inside and turn on the AC?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And it was just making sure that she was happy.
I mean, obviously, that's a lifelong conquest. Let's be real.
Yeah. But no, she does not. Yeah.
Well,
She
and
does
it
not do the
sounds
heat.
like she was kind of like blindly maybe saying, yeah, Vegas would be cool. But from what I saw on social media, she'd never been there.
Nope.
Which sounds ridiculous considering where she has lived.
Yes.
And apparently she goes to Disneyland a fair amount. Explain that to me.
Yeah, I honestly, I was pretty floored when she told me that she had never been to Vegas.
I can understand that because honestly, I've been to Disneyland. I've got family in California. I drive through it all the time. But I can count on one hand how many times I've actually stopped in Vegas.
Really?
And, yeah. 3 times maybe. Tops.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We need to have a Vegas trip sometime.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Kenny and I need to show you Vegas, like the right way to do Vegas.
I mean, we've got buffets here. Like I can go down to the city buffet.
We don't need
down
to go
the
to a
street.
buffet. Yeah.
The city buffet.
Yeah.
Where everybody walks away with food poisoning, right?
Yeah, truly.
No, but seriously, like with MaryAnn, like it really did surprise me that she had never been to Vegas. And what even shocked me even more, her dad served his LDS mission in Las Vegas as well.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
And he has never gone back since the mid 70s.
I think that says a lot about Vegas.
I'm just like, wait, like we gotta go.
Well, considering that was old Vegas at that point, right? The Strip was nowhere near what it is today.
No, absolutely not. And so I'm like, okay, I signed up for this race last year before we even got very serious. We're going. And she was pretty apprehensive about it,
Really?
just because it was something that she didn't really know or understand other than what she's, obviously seen through the media. But honestly, it was a lot of fun watching her fall in love with the city, to the point where even before I could ask her what she thought, she was already telling me, hey, when we come back, we need to do this, or this
Cool.
would be
Okay.
I need to do a girls trip
Mhm.
down here, because KP Brown and his wife Lynette came down with us. KP ran the race as well, and so we connected with them, and she just latched on to Lynette, and then she's like, Lynette would be so much fun. We can do all this fun stuff. Like she wants to go to they want to go to the RuPaul like drag show,
Yeah.
which I'm like, hey, go for it. Like,
Yeah. Have fun.
yeah, have fun. I'll be at the buffet, but
Sure.
We got those
but
in Utah, Josh.
she just fell in love with it, and it was so much fun to watch because Vegas is a special city to me as well, and it's a community that I love. Seeing her fall in love with it like she did was, almost on par with like Disney magic, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I took an ex-girlfriend there years ago, and it's this impromptu trip. We drove down, and it was so fun. We got there in the evening to the point where like drop our stuff off at the hotel, and then it was like she walked outside and saw the lights. And granted, it's so synthetic if you've been there a million times, but seeing it from someone's eyes that's never been,
Oh yeah.
she was like, "Take a picture of me this way. Take a picture of me over here this way." And I was just like, "Wow, she is so into the magic of this place because everything there is larger than life, and it's flooded with people." And this is back in the day, but it's kind of cool to see it from an outsider's point of view.
Yeah, and the way that we did it, I think was really good because I drove down with Coach Blue, who I do the party in the back with, and his wife.
You guys had like an all-star trip down there.
Oh, we did, and it was so much fun. And the thing is
Ken,
last year,
I think we need to have our own Vegas trip with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, I'm actually a little jealous of Spencer. I'm formally inviting you to carpool with me.
Let's go. Let's
can
go.
I
I'll make it
carpool?
fun.
I think all three of us need to do it. Can all three of us do it?
I'll bring you the
I
Takis
suppose.
and the corn nuts.
Done. Deal.
I need Sour Patch everything, Spencer. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Small tangent here. Have you tried
That's what we do.
the peach rings with tahini?
No.
No.
The chili powder peach rings. I'm not going to say anything else because I want to see the look of disgust on your face when you try them.
Wait, so you're like, have you tried these disgusting things?
I was gonna say, I'm
Yeah,
like, that sounds
what I
like a
do.
horrible. That sounds like a horrible thing to have on a road trip.
Spencer, that's crazy. I just had to cancel the trip with you. That's so weird.
I'm not bringing them. Don't worry. I won't bring them. I'll leave them home.
But no, it was a lot of fun because honestly the best way, and I think the best way, especially for first time Vegas goers, is doing the Ghost City Pass. This was something I did last year. I did it with Blue, and I did it by myself as well. But the Ghost City Pass, essentially, if you get like the 2-day pass, which I've gotten, it's about $120 or so. But you get 2 days, and you get like a list of all these events or activities that you can do pretty much along the strip. And so you can fit in as many as you want. So like we did like there's a mini Grand Prix, like a go-kart that we did. That was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
We didn't know because it was kind of like Trafalgar in a way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Nice reference. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So
Still around?
No.
No, they're not.
No.
They passed. Anyway,
Rest in peace.
yes. Moment of silence, please. But it was a lot of fun. We didn't understand. We thought that it was just, a go-kart, pass or whatever. But we actually got like cheaper than Totino's pizza kind of pizza and game tokens to play.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, it was a blast.
Awesome.
So we did that. We did the high roller Ferris wheel that they have over by the links. The zip line that's right there. I don't do heights like the zip line, so
Yep, neither.
So I was hanging out down by the fountain when I somehow crashed an Asian girls trip and got into a group picture, which
Yeah, saw that.
yeah, I know.
How did you
Hey,
end up in that picture?
I was just sitting there minding my own business, and then I got swarmed by a bunch of Asian ladies and somehow ended up in a group picture. I'm like, hey, I need a picture as well. Just roll with it, man.
I'm so into that.
I know. This is how you become big in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Josh, that needs to be a t-shirt.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, like we did the mob museum. We did the New York roller coaster. We did.
Wait, isn't that one's a height one though?
Yeah, but it's your feet aren't dangling.
Okay,
right? Like I love roller
that's your
coasters.
issue.
Yes,
Your issue is just the feet dangling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
That's why I can't do the lagoon like sky ride.
I can't do the rocket.
That's the rocket, especially re-entry. But
Especially after they almost killed me.
That's right. I do remember that story. They didn't
You were there
buckle
for
you
that
all the
one.
way down, huh?
No. Remember? They just kind of shook me and they're like, meh.
Yeah,
Called it good.
he's good.
That's not appropriate.
No,
That's my worst nightmare.
that's why Lagoon will have the scariest rides ever.
Yeah, true story. Okay.
Anyway, and then also we did get like $20 worth of food credit at Senior Frogs, which
that place still exists.
yeah, like it's good.
Is it still good?
But it's
Wait. You said still good. Was it ever? And all I remember from that place is kids in the 90s wore those T-shirts when they ran out of Big Johnson or No Fear T-shirts. It's all Senior Frogs.
Mm-hmm. With yeah.
Wait, so go on. Is it just bar food basically?
Yeah, it's bar food.
Okay.
I got the shrimp nachos. MaryAnn got the shrimp chimichanga, which was kind of, I don't know, tasted kind of stale and it wasn't very good.
Sure.
You know what,
but then
what disappoints me the most, Josh? I know
What?
you got like $20 off there, but you went to Vegas. You're spending time in Vegas with like world-class food all around you, and you went to Senior Frogs.
Senior Frogs. It's not
No, Senior
Senior
Frogs. Because that's the type of people that eat there. Is seniors.
It's not. Gosh, Senior. But
People whose taste buds have seen better days.
it was okay. No, we did get some pretty good food though. Eric Coleman actually suggested a few places as well.
Nice.
And after the race,
He knows Vegas really well.
oh no, he does. Like he used to travel there quite a bit, and so I asked for some recommendations, and the Yard House is where we went after the race, and it hit the spot for sure because we got I got a Philly kind of cheesesteak, some really good sweet potato fries,
Yeah.
just really good food just over the links.
Awesome. Okay.
I swear he knows the food places there better than the locals.
We did get some good food, outside of Senior Frogs, but
Wait.
Good.
So is there a difference between senior citizens and senior citizens?
Latin America, I don't know.
Just checking.
Yeah,
One still has their taste buds and the other doesn't.
Okay.
true.
One likes the spice.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is too
Kenny,
spicy of salsa.
It's a
and
spice. A spice. I
Yeah.
like it.
Anyway.
Spice.
It was a lot of fun. The race was a lot of fun. They shut down the whole strip,
I love it.
and it's such a huge event in Vegas that
Which is saying
Yeah.
something because there's big events there all the time. So
Yeah.
something big
Well,
enough
and
to shut down the strip.
it only gets shut down annually about twice a year, and it's for the marathon, and it's for I think New Year's, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they are shutting it down again here in the next. I think it's later this year. I don't know the exact dates, but they have the F1 that's happening that they're
that's
going to be
cool.
using the strip.
That's awesome.
I know. I kind of want to go down. So anyway, it was.
Find out when. Maybe that'll be our guys' trip.
Ooh, I like that. As long as we don't have to eat those weird peach rings or whatever.
I feel like, Spencer, you got a permanent disinvite from any trip.
Yeah. Can be hitting,
Hey, guys,
hitting
you
every
you want to
maverick.
go with me?
I'll bring the
You're gonna be
Funyuns,
hitting
guys.
every maverick. You're gonna be hitting every maverick on the way down there, man.
Look, I'll atone
but it
for my
was-
sin with 44-ounce Hail Mary Mountain Dews
Okay, deal. Fine.
Done.
You're back in.
at every stop.
Every stop. Oh my gosh.
So yeah. So anyway, that was kind of the trip.
Your wife wants to go back, obviously.
She wants to go back. She wants to do girls' trip. She even said how fun it would be just to hop in the car and just take a road trip down there. You know, some open weekend or whatever. I'm like, yes, like this is great. But yeah, I failed to remind her that it gets to like 117 degrees. But
well, that's when we go, right? That's you'll say guys' trip. You can't go though because it's over 100.
yeah,
so
like, sorry, you will melt.
I've been training by going to the sauna.
The infinity pool or whatever that is, the shady one over in Roy. Remember your meditation spa?
No, not the. I haven't been going to the isolation pod.
The isolation pod. That's what it is.
No, I've been going to the sauna. Still in Roy. And oddly enough, there's like no cell signal in there. I'm probably gonna get shanked, but still.
Hey, when you go to the sauna, are there other men in there?
Yeah.
Are they wearing towels, or are the people pretty free and loose?
It depends on which one. So there's 2 saunas nearby that I've gone to, aside from the one where I almost got killed. One is at the Vasa, and they were smart enough to make that co-ed. The one at the EOS is not co-ed, and they've got one in the men's room, and I assume there's one in the women's room. I don't know. I've never been.
Sure, yeah.
But there's always that one weird dude that comes in just a towel. And like everybody's like, "Come on, dude! No."
I'm raising my hand.
Josh, stop it right now, Josh. You are the weird nude guy in the bathroom.
Yeah, because I don't want people sitting by me.
You don't want anyone else in there because they just saw you walk in with your hand towel wrapped around you.
Hand towel wrapped. What's it wrapped around, Kenny? What's it wrapped around?
You're being generous here.
Wait, so you're the weird nude guy that went swimming at the bubble and is changing out of his shorts, and you're like, no, please don't. I don't want to see stuff like that.
Yep. No, because I see the benefits of like when you want to be left alone. Like nobody's gonna bother a naked nude guy. In fact, I actually learned that in Vegas when I was in college.
Go on.
I'm glad you're finishing these thoughts.
My really good friend in college, I don't know how he made the money that he made, but
best not to ask questions.
He was a high roller in Vegas, and
Sure.
so we, going to school in Cedar City, we would make the trip to Vegas quite a bit, and usually he would get comped rooms, so we would all just kind of get a room at like the Caesar's Palace or whatever and crash there for a night or two. Anyway, I, being the poor college student that I was, like I would last maybe 5 minutes on the floor, and then I was out of money.
Yeah,
okay, you're talking about gambling, right?
Yeah, no, I was actually worried you were on the floor in the sauna, which is another way to get a room comped.
I don't know, Kenny, because he just said we checked into our room and I lasted 5 minutes on the floor and then I was done.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah, thank you for making the connection for me because not the way that story went.
So you lose all the money on the blackjack table.
Yes. So I had nothing else to do, so I decided just to go back up to the room, just watch TV or whatever. And anyway, my friends had this tendency to love to like yank me out of the bed in the middle of the night, and it just like strip all the the bedding off of me and everything, and it just was so annoying because I would I'd be asleep and all of all of a sudden, like, there goes the blanket. I'm out of the bed, whatever, and they're just laughing. So anyway, this one trip, I was tired as well, and so I went to bed. They hadn't come back up to the room, and I knew that if I fell asleep, that they would do the same thing. So I'm like, I'm gonna stop this right now. So I stripped naked and went to bed, and they came back, and of course they pull off the covers, try to yank me out of the bed, but once they realized I was butt naked, they left me alone.
Wait, so you were fast asleep, either sleeping on your tummy or on your back. I don't know which is worse.
I was mooning them. I'm a stomach sleeper.
Actually, that's probably better.
I mean, if we want this kind of detail, yeah.
I do. I don't know why.
The thing is, Kenny, we all know that you're the only one in this group of 3 that has a butt. Like, Josh and I don't have butts.
No.
You just have higher upper legs, higher back legs.
That's true. It's like a potato with 2 French fries.
You're not wrong.
Guys, we're gonna do some glute exercises. Okay, we're gonna get your butts back. They're in there somewhere.
I've been doing 45 squats a day since January 1st. So
and
nothing. Like, I look like Nebraska down there, dude. No hills.
No hills.
Yeah, anyway.
That's now my goal is never be Nebraska.
Yeah, you know why they call it the Great Plains.
I like how we're trying to get butts, or we're like, yeah, anyways.
So anyway, I'm mooning the guys.
And they never messed with you again?
Nope, never. Like, it was funny because there were four of my friends that came back at the same time, and they were screaming, man. I'm pretty sure I traumatized at least one of them.
I mean,
guys, I'm sorry. I am thinking about a French bulldog leaning up against the wall right now, and he's got, or like a pug, and he's got the thicker, just tummy right there, and the legs are as scrawny as you can get, and I'm dying right now. Spencer, you've ruined the entire show.
You're welcome.
I'm glad that Spencer was the one that ruined it.
Yeah, no, your story about being fully nude, thankfully not spread eagle. That's the saving grace of the show, Josh.
Yep. And just remember, I was on my stomach. I was self-censored.
Okay. Hey, I think we should take this opportunity to get to some of our calls this week.
I think it's a great time.
Yeah, we need to get away from this quick.
All right, well, let's see. Let's check this out.
Hey guys, it's Crew again. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to follow up on my recommendation of Devolution. Kent messaged me some of his thoughts about it, and be interested to hear if any of you got into the book, and if you finished it, what your thoughts are. I wasn't sure what to expect going into it, and I was pleasantly surprised by some of the events of the book. So, hope you enjoyed it. I also thought I'd recommend another book to you guys, and that is Rogue Heroes by Ben McIntyre. It's the incredible true story about the soldiers who were tasked with building the first British SAS, the first Special Forces unit during World War II. It's a well written. The audiobook is good too. It's a fascinating look into what it took to create the first special ops out of nothing. They started out jumping out of trucks to simulate parachuting. So it's a good book. And of course, if you don't want to read the book or listen to the book, I can also recommend the Amazon series by the same name. I don't say it this often, but it's a great adaptation of the book, and it does a good job of bringing the story to life. So watch the series first, then read the book, or read the book, watch the series. They work well together. Anyway, just wanted to pass those recommendations along. Let me know what you think if you get a chance to check them out. And I'd also like to see some pics of the snowmobile accident. I mean, I hope you're feeling better. I hope the list is going away. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
So Kenny has already given you his thoughts on the book. I'm going to be completely honest, crew. I have not started it yet. It is up next for my book club with my other Kenny. Yes, I have two Kennys.
Rude.
My coworker Kenny is a big Bigfoot fan as well, and we decided we were going to read that together and talk about it. Josh, you can ask him about it at church.
Yes, I can.
He's your other Kenny too. And
wait, so who's the original Kenny and who's the other Kenny, guys?
You're the OG. You're the OG.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm the okay. I'm okay.
I mean, I love my Kenny P, but wait, that sounds wrong. I love my Kenneth Pavia.
That does sound really bad.
Yeah, really bad. So, and Spencer, just to lead in though, and kind of set some expectation. It is not as intense as I thought it would be. Basically, this story is an account of an attack, and that's really all I can say regarding possible Sasquatches, and it's really interesting. The way it begins is basically it's all these hippies creating a community that is energy sufficient, and they're talking about how smart this is. But then they notice that there's the pack of Sasquatch nearby, and so the beginning and the end of the book are really fun. The middle part I kind of hated because it's the narrator. It's actually Judy Greer who narrates the audiobook, but the way awesome. It's written, it's kind of like Joss Whedon writing women. And so it's a lot of modern 90s isms, and I didn't really get into that, but where the story goes is pretty cool. So I just want to set an expectation.
All right. It's up next. I just got to get through my current book, and then Kenny P and I are going to tackle that one. And then the other one that you
Rogue Heroes, is that what
Rogue Heroes?
Yeah.
That one I might actually recommend to my neighborhood book club. It's me.
How many book clubs do you have?
It's just 2.
Okay.
3.
Wait.
Well, it's 2 more than I have. So,
who are the people in your book club? You don't have to name them, but what are the demographics of your book clubs?
So the first one is my work one, and that's
okay.
My CEO and everybody else at work, and it's generally business books. And then Kenny P and I will swap books and discuss them. We just decided we're going to read this one together. And then the last one, the neighborhood one, is the neighborhood it's like the bishopric.
Ugh, that sucks.
It's actually pretty good. Depending on who recommends the books. Like my neighbor down the street, he recommended one. They're running a Sherman, I think is what it was called. That it was about the donkey races in Colorado, which we totally need to send Josh to. Josh needs to go watch these races.
I've heard about them, and I want to do them, but at the same time, I know that I'd probably hurt myself.
No, but
you're right.
I think you should do it because what you do is it's like 100-mile race with your donkey, and it's got to carry all the mining equipment up and down the mountain. It's in Leadville, Colorado.
I'll do it.
Okay, I'll go watch Kenny do it.
I've been watching lots of Yellowstone prequels, so I think I'm ready for it. I've just asked Spencer. I'm asking because back in the day, it's been 15 years. I used to be in a book club, and it was me and 8 cougars. And I
totally
loved
your book
it.
Club.
Yeah, I was I think I was 25 to 30, and I was in this book club. All the women were 35 to 45, and because we all worked, I was a teller at a bank, and so we all read these books that were either really steamy or Oprah Book Club books that were all man-hating books, and that's actually where I read
The Secret.
Oh, no, I'm talking Anyways, there's a lot of sexual content in a lot of these books, which. I get a little awkward over stuff like that. But I did that so that I could read books that were outside my comfort zone. And then, I started hating men after that because that's pretty much every book they read. No big deal.
That explains so much. So much. Did you start calling people girlfriend and...
No, seriously. I made amazing Rice Krispie treats every time I hosted. It was the best.
Did you wake up one day and be I need my dirty Coke? I need my Diet Coke.
No, I needed dirty Coke. I had the Menzies. We were on the same cycle. So that's just kind of how it went.
I'm pretty sure that's a real thing.
No,
all right, do we have another call?
All the people
go ahead.
in my group are dads. So Rogue Heroes, right in the demographic.
I need a book club.
Hey, I feel like we need another show book club with cougars.
Can that be in the show somewhere?
Josh, we need another call. Go for it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Now, that was actually some audio from the book Devolution, where they meet the Bigfoot clan, and and they were getting aggressive. Some of them were peaceful, and then some were aggressive. So that was kind of the transition you heard back and forth, right? Right.
That's also checking the phone number on that voicemail. That was my wife calling.
Does she know she called in?
That was from, I think, last night at about 1:30 in the morning, from what it looks like.
That is grounds for divorce.
That's
the meanest thing. Josh could legally take her to court because that's such a vulnerable position. She recorded me snoring. He'd win everything.
Wait, was that honestly him snoring, or was that?
Yeah, it definitely was you snoring, right, Josh?
That was me.
Yeah.
The thing is she's been trying to prove for a long time that I snore, because I'm fairly adamant that I do not snore as bad as she claims, and
you literally just played proof on the show.
Yeah, no, she doubled down, and she proved me wrong. Man.
No, I gotta ask you a question, Josh, because. Why deny that you snore? Everybody does it. Like, what is in somebody's mind to say they don't snore?
I think mainly because I am a stomach sleeper. You know, going back to the previous story. I don't snore. I don't snore when I sleep on my stomach. But I think I may turn to my side a bit more than I like to admit, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Josh,
and obviously.
Are we sure you're snoring from your nose and your mouth?
Spencer, that's a good rhythm. If you're not,
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, that is consistent.
I mean, that would be America's Got Talent material right there.
That's like sucking in and pushing out.
It's a wind tunnel right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, but like for reals, I've never understood somebody that says they don't snore. I had a mission companion once that claimed he didn't, so I recorded him, like video and all. And he still said I made it up, and like was faking it. So like,
no, Spencer. There is some embarrassment to it because you're literally at your most vulnerable, and we want to think that we are peaceful sleepers because snoring isn't super attractive, right? And so there is some embarrassment to say yes, I snore, or yes, I've got a deviated septum, or whatever.
No, I'll admit it. I don't just snore. I moan in my sleep, like.
If I were Spencer right now, I would jump on that so fast.
Yeah.
No, I'll throw myself on it. Like I've woken Stephanie up a couple times with a.
Oh, nope.
I wake myself up with it sometimes. Like I know if I sleep on my back, I'm moaning. Like so why? Yeah. I'm not gonna hide that. So why deny the fact that you snore?
Well, I guess I admit that I snore. Just not as bad as she claims, and that was pretty bad. But in my defense, I just ran a race. I was sore. And yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't really have a defense
Nice
here.
try. Nice
You don't
try.
have an answer.
I don't have an answer. I have no defense whatsoever. I rest my case. You win, MaryAnn.
Well,
We know your
you
defense
win.
is just to show up naked now, so
I know I'm
Yeah, next time.
a different outcome.
Well, I'm glad you and your wife love each other so much that you trust each other with moments like that she'd be willing to share that to the world.
Yes, and I mean, she wins, like I said. Oh, anyway, I think that's it as far as voicemail.
Yeah.
So I've got something I need to a bone to pick with you two.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mhm.
While I was at home suffering with a bleeding tongue, you two went and had a date night without me.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear.
I need all the dirty details.
Well, Spencer, let me explain to you. First of all, Cocaine Bear is about a bear that does cocaine. Okay, that's a synopsis.
Really?
And he rips apart park rangers and some drug runners and punks. This is it says it's based on a true story, but the based on a true story element is that once upon a time in the mid-90s, some cartel cocaine was dropped out of a plane and a bear ate it and died. But then in this movie, the bear eats it and gets a hankering for human flesh. Basically.
Well, no, but first a hankering for cocaine.
Sure. The cocaine
Yeah.
inspires more cocaine and human flesh. And so I took Josh this movie, and I've never taken Josh to a screening before, so I felt like a bad person. But finally, redemption had come, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And Josh, you were kind enough to not only take a selfie with me, which,
Mhm.
I mean, come on, it's what we do.
Oh yeah.
You were going to sit a seat away, but, whatever. It's fine. We had luxury
apologize
seats.
in
We
the
were
past
good.
for that.
No, you're totally fine. If that's not possible, we don't need to do it. But Spencer, let me paint the picture. We're watching this movie, and obviously it's completely asinine. There's a bear ripping people apart, limbs falling off all over the place, blood everywhere. And then when we were laughing our heads off. And then there'd be moments where, like, let's just say a park ranger and two teens were in a cabin, and then you hear something on the roof, and it's like, and meaning the bear's up there, and they're pointing a gun up there, and they don't know where it is, and it's meant to be a moment of tension, but it's in a movie called Cocaine Bear, right?
Yeah.
Generally not very scary.
This is on
I
par with
look
like
over-
Sharknadoes.
Yes, I look over at Josh, and it's like we just witnessed The Exorcist for the first time. He has like his hoodie, basically he's chewing on his hoodie. He's got his
Mhm.
hands up here to his mouth, and
Mhm.
and maybe Josh, you can paint the picture. Were you camping it up for me,
No.
or was that real fear?
No, that's real fear. No, that was. It changed me, man.
He grew a
No,
few
see,
new hairs
okay.
that day.
Here's the thing, though, is like when it comes to like Poltergeist or
Mm-hmm.
some of these horror movies, even like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or whatever,
Sure.
those don't scare me as much as storylines that I feel like are plausible. Granted,
Do you think this
I'm not.
is plausible?
Granted, okay, no. Okay, granted, like,
Are you still concerned about bears stealing your picnic basket?
ah, boo boo, let's go get some cocaine.
Wait, is that Jimmy Stewart as Yogi Bear?
I don't know.
The cocaine's in Bill's house.
Hey, the park rangers got quite a few good bumps, if you know what I mean.
No, it's possible. If you're in the woods and there's a black bear, it can attack you, right? I just was like kind of endeared to the fact
like
that you were getting
because
scared
I knew
when the
the
movie
jump
wanted
scare
you to be scared
was coming
because everyone else was like ready for the
And
next laugh, and you were ready to not get a
just
jump
the
scare.
thought of a bear popping out somewhere, because that's possible, right? Maybe not Cocaine Bear, but Mr. Black Bear wanting human flesh. That stuff scares me, man.
Josh, we know cocaine bear is possible. We just know the outcome is a dead bear and not a rampaging bear. Because cocaine bear did happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when you really think about it, it's like, Yeah, like the amount of cocaine that this bear sniffed throughout the movie, you're like, he's dead, right? Like this
Yeah.
bear is not like taking drugs responsibly at all.
Can you tell me the responsible level for a bear?
I wouldn't know.
1 kilo?
Probably,
I don't know.
I
Sure.
don't know. You have to tell me the weight of the bear, but
So what's the sequel to this? Marijuana Bear?
dude, haven't you
Heroin
seen
Bear?
it though?
Meth
No,
Bear?
the meth gator or whatever.
So there's a movie company called The Asylum, and they're the ones that make, instead of Pacific Rim, they make Atlantic Rim. They make all the low budget versions of movies that people go see, and they put them on Redbox.
Instead of Transformers, it's GoBots.
Yeah, no, stop it. It's Transmorphers. Can I say that? Anyways, so they're releasing a movie called Meth Gator, which I think is a dumb title because it should. And granted, it's Florida, so it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
But it should be the Crocodile,
Oh,
right?
Oh my god.
that is a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But truly, there's also a story that came out right after Cocaine Bear was released about cocaine dropping in the ocean and sharks being more rabid. And obviously that's going to happen. For sure that's going to happen.
Oh yeah. No, and if the Sci-Fi Channel hasn't jumped on that one yet, they should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like Meth Sharknado. There's a movie right there waiting to happen.
So would you say this is a theater, rent, stream?
Josh, what do you think? I've kind of I put my review out there.
Yeah. Granted, I'm not the expert here, but honestly, I thought it was fun for what it was, and it knew what it was. It didn't take itself too seriously, but it didn't treat itself like Sharknado. Like Sharknado just goes all in with just the crazy wackiness. But at least this movie tried to stay within that realm of possibility, even though this bear was not taking cocaine responsibly. It was kind of fun. It really the R rating, I mean, it was pretty gory. I don't remember too much language.
There was a lot of language.
Oh, was there?
Ice Cube's son is in this movie.
I hang out with my wife too much.
Yeah. No, this you're right, Josh. This is fun. When it hits, it hits.
Mm-hmm.
But half the movie is not a bear attacking people.
No.
It's about finding a missing kid.
Yep.
And Ray Liotta, in his final role, maybe playing a little overly serious as a drug runner.
Yeah.
And so the movie becomes super flat. Like it's either laugh with the entire crowd, which almost makes it a theater experience. But then half the movie you're like, oh, none of it is working for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the hands of maybe of a more comedic director, this could have been an immediate cult classic.
Yeah.
But it's just, for me, I just thought it was like average because I was cackling and then I was bored.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to be enjoying the entire experience.
And the director, wasn't it Elizabeth Hurley?
Elizabeth Banks.
Or,
Elizabeth Banks. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the fembot from Austin Powers, right?
No, that Elizabeth Hurley's the not the fembot.
I've been telling people the wrong thing then.
Oh, no.
I'm like, yeah, the fembot, the one that like shoots people from their boobs.
No, she's the lead.
Oh no!
The fembot directed Cocaine Bear. No, it's Elizabeth Banks.
Okay,
who directed Pitch Perfect too, and Charlie's Angels.
Okay, well,
but
yeah, this is why I'm not the movie expert here.
Spencer, there will be something missing when you watch this on streaming. Like you're gonna go, that's pretty funny. Like the gore's funny, but this is kind of a you should see with the most amount of people possible because then the laughs are infectious.
Yes.
Matinee.
Or or on Tuesday, discount Tuesday or whatever it
exactly.
is.
That's
I'll watch it with some friends.
I wouldn't pay a full price ticket.
That actually care about me to invite me.
But Josh, I am now looking, and Spencer, don't worry, your time is coming back around.
Yeah.
But I'm now looking for any animal attack movies to bring you to.
Dude.
Because I need to see you in that realm of fear again.
Dude, that's like half of the reels that I watch on Instagram.
Me too.
I love
Of course. I'm not surprised.
I think after that review and that story and mental image, I'm going to try and get some sleep tonight. Probably fitful, but I'm going to try. Fully dressed. Josh, do you want to tell people where to find us?
Yeah, well, you know what, guys, thank you so much for listening to the other show. We want to connect with you however we can. You can follow us at the other show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, most of us, wherever you can find Spencer. But hey, I know he's at least on Instagram.
Pony Express.
Pony Express, yes. Courier Pigeon, I've heard. Anyway, find us on the socials. Connect with us. We want to hear what you want to hear on the other show, and we want to talk with you. Anyway, additionally, guys, whatever platform you listen to the other show on, please hit that subscribe button. We may be seasoned podcasters, but this is still a fairly new podcast. So when you hit that subscribe button, you're actually helping other people find the other show as well. And if you ever feel so inclined, please leave a review because, hey, we may even read it here on the show. The good, the bad, and even the ugly ones. And of course, if leaving or writing a review is not enough for you, you can always call my voicemail and leave a message. Leave us a question, a comment, a compliment, a complaint, or you can even ask us for a recommendation like Crew did earlier today. Just give us a call at 801-508-4989. Again, that is 801-508-4989. And remember, guys, you can listen to me not only here on the other show, but you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me recording in my mom's basement on Baconsale.
And you can hear me on my other show,